It'll deaden the pain a little bit while you do math. All right, so we got two functions, f of x and g of x. This is a pretty easy section. F of x and g of x. This one's easy. Next one's a little more challenging. So let me do a couple of these. And yeah. All right, f of x is x minus 8. G of x is 7x plus 9. What do they want me to do? Add, subtract, multiply, and divide those functions. Pretty straight ahead. So they're saying, all right, add those functions. So let me just get a fresh screen here. Wait, what am I doing? I'm getting confused. Okay, so what was it? X minus 8. So number 1. And then g of x is, what was it? 7x plus 8 or something? Plus 9. And this is section what? 12.1. Okay. So on the part A, they're saying add them. So how do you add the two functions? I think it's just exactly what you'd expect. You just take this function, you add them. X minus 8, 7x plus 9. So just like terms, x and 7x, 8x. We're adding them, 1 and 7. And negative 8 and 9, 1, done.
So we have to do for each and every letter.
What's that?
We have to do each and every letter.
Yeah.
We're just checking.
So then part B says f minus g. So now you take function f, subtract, and you got to put parentheses so that you subtract all of g. See what I'm doing there? F minus g, subtract the functions. So what do we do when there's a negative in front of a parenthesis? Up against the wall there? Distribute through, yeah. Now mine's going to go boom, boom. So that'll be x minus 8 minus 7x minus 9. So that's really a 1x, isn't it? 1x minus 7x. $1, and then you lose $7. If you have $1 and you lost 7, where are you at? -6, right? Minus 8, minus 9.
No, it's an equal sign.
Oh, do you think it was? Yeah, I'm just squishing it in. I'm running out of. That's not a. That's an equals. Good. It's a positive 1, minus 7. So there we go there. There we go there. Next, they're going to say, okay, you add, subtract. Now multiply. F times, is that how they write it? Yeah. F times g. Now we're going to multiply the two functions. So this is going to be f times g. Like that. F times g. So let's distribute. 7x squared plus 9x, boom, boom. Minus 56x minus 72. And we get 7x squared minus some big number. 47x? Minus 72, I think. There we go. Last one will be actually easy.
So we don't even have to break these ones down at all?
Nope. We're not doing anything. We're just multiplying them and done. Adding them and done. Subtracting them and done. And then finally D, we'll say F over G. So you just take F, you put it over G, and you say done. There's nothing really more you can do with that thing. There it is. So there's number 1. We added, subtracted, multiplied, and divided.
So we can simplify it, we can, right? Or do we do it?
I know you guys are so used to equations. We're not. It's not equal to anything. No, it's not an equation. It's not equal to 0 or anything like that. So no, we don't want to factor or do anything else. We're done. We're not trying to get x alone. In other words, it's not an equation. There's not a left and a right with an equals in the middle. Yeah, I know. All the math can kind of blend together in your mind, huh? Yeah. No, these are not equations. They're not saying get x alone. that good? So that's just pretty normal, right? I mean, it can be messy, but nothing surprising. Add, subtract, multiply, divide, f and g. That's new notation. It's fog. What's up with that little, oh, so that's different. That's not adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. So this is something new. Now, this is different. What is this? What's with the little fog thing? Well, what it means, you know how function notation works, right? If I go like, what's g of 7 or whatever, what does that mean? Doesn't that mean I put 7 into g? Just plug it into right there, into that x slot. So, and that's right, that's what that means. So my point in that is notice that functions always plug in right to left, don't they? That 7 goes into g. So let's do the same thing here. 5 goes into g. And then g goes into f. That's what it means. It's double plug-in. That's what that little O in the center means. It means double plug-in. It's like putting one function inside the other. Does that make sense? So it's just like, I always give the example of a toaster is a function. Toaster, you put in bread, get out toast. That's all function is. Put something in, does something to it, spits out. Right? So if you took your toaster and you put it in your refrigerator, that'd be like what we're talking about here. So what am I talking about? So I can take a piece of bread, put it in my toaster that is in my refrigerator. Push down the lever, close the door. I listen, hear the toast pop up inside the refrigerator, wait a few minutes while it's cooled down, open the door, I'd have chilled toast, right? Just what I want. So it's a silly example, but I'm trying to let you know that's exactly what these guys are doing. Right? The toast, the 5, goes first into the first function, pops out of there, and then goes into the second function.
So you find the g first.
So find the g first. Let's find, so it really means this, if I can write it all out for you, it means that. Do you see it? See how the g of 5 is in the f. The bread with the bread in the toaster is in the refrigerator. So we do the inside first. So leave the f on the outside. Do the g of 5. How do you do g of 5? Well, you stick a 5 into the g function. Minus 2 times 5. That'll come out negative 10. And now negative 10 into the f function. Am I going too quick? See what's happening there. So this, let me erase the 7 was just an example. So I'm putting 5 into the g function. So anything you plug into the g function gets multiplied by negative 2. So right here is me plugging the 5 into the g function. That's g of 5, isn't it? You put in a 5, out pops a negative 10. And now the negative 10 goes into the f function. Here's the f function. It's x squared minus 6x plus 5, so plug in the minus 10. See what I'm doing there? I'm plugging minus 10 in to the f function now. Tracking with me? Then that's 100 plus 60 plus 5, 165. We're done. That's the final output having gone through both functions.
So the answers would be negative 10 and...
No, just 165.
Just 165.
All that other stuff was intermittent work. So what do we do? So f of g of 5 means double parentheses, really, is what it means. And the 5 goes into g. 5 goes into g, comes out negative 10. Negative 10 goes into f. Plug in negative 10 here for f. Final answer, 165. So this answer would be 165. Does that make sense? Now let's jump down. We got 5 minutes remaining. Let's jump down to number 5. And do that one. F of x is 4x minus 2. And g of x equals x minus 4. And part A, they say, find the fog. Right, yeah. Find the fog, okay.
Is it 4 negative?
The 4 in the very front? Did I mess up? Okay. 4x minus 2 and x minus 4? Good. All right, so now we're doing the fog with just an x. So what does that mean? Well, remember it means double parenthesis, right? It means this. It means the G is inside the F. The toaster's in the fridge, right? One function inside the other. So there's no number this time. It's just x, not a 5 or any other number. See the difference between this one and the last one?
Do we get x alone?
No. So you just stick all of g of x into f. All of g of x right there into f. That's what that's saying. All of g of x plugs into f.
It's like when we substitute
The whole thing in there. Yeah, we substitute the whole other function. That's right. Why? Because there's no number this time. Last time there was a number, so we just put a number into g. But this time all we have is x, right? X is going into g, so that is x into g. Then put that into f. So what's that going to be? 4 times x minus 4 with the minus 2 outside. You okay with all that? Now we just work that out. See that minus 2? So it's 4 times g minus 2. 4 times g minus 2, huh? Distribute. 4x minus 16 minus 2, which is 4x minus 18. Done. With that part, then part B, they want me to go the other way. Golf. Switch them up. Put the refrigerator in the toaster. That's hard to do. So again, what does that O in the middle mean? It's not times. It's not abstract multiply divide. It's one function in the other. It means double parentheses, doesn't it? It means this. So this time we're putting all of F into G. You tracking with me? All of F into G.
So 4x minus 2 going into the x.
Yeah. So let me erase this connection. All of F into G. Right there. Huh. The X is the insert slots, the holes in the toaster, right? All of F into G. So what are we going to get? All of F, 4x minus 2. Here, I'll make it in black. It's easy to see it. All of F into G. Everybody see that? This is F. Isn't that F? And this is the form of G. I took all of this and put it right there. And then there's a minus 4 at the back, right?
What did you put over F?
I put all of F right there. And there's a minus 4 at the back. And then you just work it out.
But right here where it says 4x minus 2, what about this F? It don't mean nothing?
Oh, I'm just saying that is, yeah. I was just notating, yeah. So, okay, so then what's that come out to be? 4x minus 6, done.
Minus 6 and that's the final answer.
That's wrong. I need to correct this.
Does that make sense what we did? I just put all of F into the X slot of G. And combine like terms. Done. So that will be the easiest of the 3 sections for sure. This one. I didn't even get to touch the third one, but you're going to have to YouTube it. Gonna have to YouTube that